Today is May 22nd, 2018, and this is your daily Half-Life 3 update. There is no news about Half-Life 3, but there was something interesting that I saw today that I wanted to talk about real quick. And that was LEGO announced that they are going to start making LEGO sets based on the video game Overwatch. Now, I never played that game. I probably won't play the game, so I have no real interest in getting the sets. Maybe if they look cool, I might get them. But why this news interests me is because it kind of seems like LEGO has been, pushing more towards licensed sets based on video games, maybe just a little bit. This all started with Minecraft however many years ago, and they've had a lot of success with Minecraft. They've kept that theme going. And then a couple years ago, they also had licensing with Portal. They had Portal in the LEGO Dimensions game, which I never played either, and they also released a Portal themed set to tie in with the LEGO Dimensions game. I did get that because it's Portal, and that's a great game. Now, the main reason I'm bringing this up is because it started to make me think about the possibility that when Half-Life 3 is released, we might see some LEGO sets based on the Half-Life 3 game. They might even release a set or two based on Half-Life or Half-Life 2, which is possible. You never know. I mean, there's a little bit of a precedent with it with LEGO. When they started making sets for The Hobbit, they also released like 2 waves for Lord of the Rings, which is older. And when they started making Jurassic World sets for Jurassic World 2, they also made a set for Jurassic Park. So it seems like it kind of seems like they don't want to just be movies, that they might be gearing more towards video games a little bit also, with the success they've had. LEGO has been getting very more successful in the last decade, or 5 years, whatever. So it just seems like a strong possibility to me that we would see Half-Life 3 sets when the game is released. I mean, if you think about it, Half-Life 3, it would be a highly anticipated release, a very very hyped video game. I think that's something that they would want to profit on, LEGO. The anticipation of the game would lead to people wanting to buy merchandise for the game and for previous games. So it's just an interesting aspect that I haven't really thought about too much, just how the release, or at least even an announcement of Half-Life 3 could affect merchandising, really. You don't see much, or you don't see any Half-Life merchandise out there. There's the constant stream of the Star Wars merchandise and the constant stream of the DC and Marvel merchandise, which also LEGO has licensing rights for both DC and Marvel, which is crazy. It's just like a whole nother aspect that I haven't really thought about before, which could be interesting. Because I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of Half-Life. I'm also a fan of Legos. I still get some Lego sets, and just merging those two would be really awesome for me. Like when I mentioned they had the brief Lord of the Rings theme. That was awesome when that came out. Those sets are amazing. So it's just something that was interesting for me to think about, And that has been your daily Half-Life 3 update for May 22nd, 2018.